Hi everybody, it's Huddy. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to begin this video. At the time I'm recording this, I have 595 subscribers. It's insane. I just want to thank everybody who has watched my videos, commented on them, given me feedback, enjoyed them, hated them, give them dislikes, likes. I want to thank everybody. It's been absolutely crazy. What a crazy year 2019 has been for me. It's been absolutely fantastic. When I started this channel, and I know I'm nowhere near being where I want to be with it yet, but when I started this channel, I just wanted to play games and have fun. It took the prodding of my most favorite person, who I don't get to see hardly ever at all, my cousin Vampire Penguin 09, or you might know her as Fantastic Plays from my latest video on Vampire the Masquerade clan lore, the Giovanni. She wanted me for so long to play Vampire the Masquerade, and I kept putting it off because it was an older game, and I'm like, no, I don't know. But for her, when I started my channel, I decided to play it, and instantly I was in love. It was hard in the beginning because I took the little quiz in the beginning and I got Nosferatu, and I'm like, why would anybody want to be, disfigured and in the shadows and underground? But as I played, I fell in love with the character who I probably wrongly named Fugly, because although she was quite ugly on the outside, she was beautiful on the inside and brimming with humanity. I started sharing that video around Reddit because I was having so many questions about Vampire the Masquerade and so many questions about the goings-on in the game. And I met a wonderful community on the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines subreddit and met quite a few of my favorite subs on there. Well, soon it morphed into hearing online, social media, on the grapevine, hearing about the Tender Beta app. And I started doing some research, I started looking into it, and I started making videos about it because I found it absolutely fascinating, and I found it to be one of the coolest things that I would get to, having just come off of Bloodlines, get to experience a new game, because almost from the beginning I was certain it was all an underground campaign, the ARG for a new Bloodlines game. I had only just begun my deep dive into the lore of the World of Darkness, and it just screamed Vampire the Masquerade version 5. And so I made videos about it, and I found a lot more found me of my favorite subscribers. And you guys loved it so much, I kept making them until, of course, there was the amazing announcement of Bloodlines 2. And from there, my channel has gone up and up and up. Before I continue that vein of thought, along the way, I got some amazing patrons, and I want to thank them personally. I want to thank It's Only Michael, who was my first patron, who has been supporting me since I started Tomb Raider Tuesdays, which is still going strong on my channel. It's probably my second favorite day of the week. I still have to say Vampire the Masquerade is my first, but he's been great, and the people who have stuck around on my channel, most of them meet me for Tomb Raider Tuesday, and they all really seem to enjoy it, and as do I. I also want to thank SonicQ1011, who is my second patron, who also joined me for Tomb Raider Tuesdays. I want to thank Malicious Corpse, who was the third person to join my patron, who joined for my Vampire the Masquerade stuff, the first of my patrons to join because they enjoyed my Vampire Masquerade videos so much, both my Let's Play and my lore videos. And then there's Quirky Kit, who has also joined my Patreon, and although she joined because she enjoyed my Tomb Raider Tuesday videos, she has been quite active on my Sims 4 100 Baby Challenge videos, which, as a content creator who likes to create content in a lot of different, in my case, video games, it's wonderful. It's great to see. I love it so much. I love that people enjoy the things that I do. My final patron, I'll save for just a minute to talk about. Before I do, I want to talk about the future of the channel. I love making the content that I make. I love playing video games. That's never going to change on my channel. When I got my uptick in subs, starting with the Tender Beta videos and then continuing on with the Vampire the Masquerade videos, I saw the difference in my channel of just creating content like that. But I know for me personally, I couldn't just continue making those types of videos forever, in the sense where I only made those videos. Whether they perform as well or not, I make the videos that I make because I enjoy it. I need to have videos and do things that are fun for me and give me a release, and because the Vampire the Masquerade lore videos, although I don't think they are as up to snuff as I would like them to be, they do require a lot of work on my part, research, writing, editing, and so on. But the channel will be less about Let's Plays and more about Vampire the Masquerade. I do have some exciting things happening at the end of the month, or by the time this video goes up, they may have already happened. Yeah, I can't really say too much about it now, but if you don't already know, there's been some exciting things that have happened and will happen. So the future of the channel will be a little bit more oriented towards Vampire the Masquerade and the World of Darkness, things like that, just because I've absolutely fallen head over heels in love from the moment I decided to play as Fugly the Nosferatu, and it's just gotten more exponentially huge that I spend the majority of my time looking through Drive RPG to see other books that I want to get, and spending my time reading a lot of the PDFs that I have, deep diving into lore. But that does not mean that everything is going to change. Tomb Raider Tuesday will remain exactly where it is. There's no plans of that stopping. The Sims 4 100 Baby Challenge will continue until those babies reach the number 100 and October can finally have a break. As for the rest of the days on my channel, I haven't really given it a whole lot of thought of what's gonna happen. Probably heading into 2020, once the games that I am currently playing on those days are over, they may remain blank, indeterminate. I did also this year decide to start live streaming. I streamed Vampire the Masquerade Coteries of New York, which was a visual novel game, or is a visual novel game, and it was fantastic. I had an amazing time. I met amazing new subs through that, and it might be something I want to incorporate more on my channel. Before I end this overly long video that I've just totally just blah blah blah'd all over you guys, I'm sure if any of you are still watching, I appreciate it. I want to thank two special people that I've met through this YouTube journey. The first would be Ethan, also known as Ragnarok. He provided the voice for my Tsimichi video, and I'm hoping to get the use of his voice for some other Bloodlines videos, Bloodline lore videos. He's been absolutely fantastic and unbelievably supportive. There are other YouTube friends. I've met a lot of YouTube friends, but I wanted to talk about just two specifically that have really impacted my journey, inspired me, made me laugh, been there when things were a little difficult. And Ethan is definitely one of those two people. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the description. He's great. He's extremely funny. He's actually really good at video games, which is not something that I can say. And he just deserves all the love and support on this platform. Now, the second person is also my final patron, and it's the Primogen. I discovered the Primogen one morning browsing through Reddit, as I often do in the morning when I drink my coffee, and I was on the White Wolf subreddit, surprise, and he had posted a video about the Tremere. Now, the Tremere is a clan, for anybody who doesn't watch my Vampire the Masquerade videos. Tremere is a clan I both fear and respect, as many kindred probably do. They are arguably the most powerful clan in the World of Darkness, but they also come from a really sordid past, and their motivations and the things that they do aren't necessarily something to admire, but their power certainly is. And I watched his video, and immediately I knew just at the production, at the writing, how much better it was than mine, and I'm not afraid to admit that. And no matter what Chris or the Primogen leaves in the comments, don't believe him. It was great, and he spoke from a place of knowledge that I can only hope to achieve. I am quite new. I had only heard of Vampire the Masquerade in 2013 when I first watched my cousin play the game, and I didn't start exploring it myself until 3 years later in 2016. Chris the Primogen, I will also leave a link to his channel in the video. He's great. He's reached over 1,000 subscribers now. He deserves so many more. I'm so excited to collaborate with him in the future. I already did on his Nosferatu videos, but again, I can't say too much, but I'm pretty sure he and I have or will collaborate with someone who is above both of our stations on the YouTube platform, and my God, 2020, I can only hope it's as good as December 2019 has been. And with all that said, Again, thank you to everybody who has watched my videos and offered me support, and to the people who don't like my videos and have offered me criticism. I appreciate all of it. I want to be better. I want my content to be the best that it can be, and I strive for that with every video that I make. There will be so much more to come in 2020, but until then, have a very happy new year, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.